Hey Emmy, I want to tell you another story that includes you. I saw you the first time in those movies where you're in, and I thought you were talented, you were good looking, and back in the days I also had my talents, and I always felt connected to other people who had also talent. And I was like, look at this woman, look at this girl back in the days. I think she could understand what I mean. Everything about life, what I even thought back then, I needed that to share it with someone who understands. And so, I was thinking about, when I was 14, I was thinking about writing you a letter. And I was really researching I thought, like, how can I bring it to her? And I saw those fan mail stuff things and everything, and I was like, nah, she's not getting this, And I was searching for it. I searched for a opportunity to send you my thoughts and everything. And I was doing this for a lot of time, for many months and everything. And I wrote this letter, but I didn't finish it because I thought, like, you don't get it, you won't get it. It's just like a manager or a secretary or a person who's sending just a standard letter back. And thinking about this, giving you this letter with my thoughts and everything, but then knowing you wouldn't get it, that really, like, made me feel so bad, because I just thought you were great and I was doing my thing with my talent. I just wanted to share my thoughts with you and tell you, like, look, this is how I look at life and this is everything what's going on. And not being able to give you this gave me really, like, the baddest feelings ever, because I just wanted to give you this. The baddest feelings that I had, really, because knowing whatever I do, I can't reach you. And that gave me really the baddest feelings. So I was really down and I was like, damn, this can't be it. And over the years and everything, of course, I had to go on. So I was laying this back, but I was always thinking about you. I don't know why it was you, but I was thinking about you. And over the years, I always, like, had those moments in a couple of months, during months, where I was thinking about you. And I thought, like, God damn, I gotta reach this girl. So I lived my life over the years and everything. And when it came to the music, when I started to write this letter, it was in 2005. I was 14 years old. Years later, in 2011, I was standing in my room, or in a room where I had my equipment, and I was thinking, and I was composing something. I was standing there and I was thinking, like, hold on for a minute. That's gonna be the Emma Watson song. I'm gonna write a song that includes her. And I just stood there and I just felt it. I was composing the music, I was writing the lyrics, and I was like, what do I write about? So I wrote about you, how I would imagine you. I wrote how we would met. And at the end of every single part, I was saying, like, you are my Emma Watson. But not like, in the way I imagine you. That's the way I imagine you. I was creating a story where I would meet you, and my thoughts and everything I had, I would, like, think about how could it be if we would meet. If we would meet, how would it be? And so I wrote, I composed, I did everything, I laid focus on it, and I created something great. That moment, I was like, I thought about recording it, bringing it out, and I was like, hold on for a minute, don't release it. Something in me said, wait. You gotta wait, don't record it, don't do it, wait. So I did, I didn't bring it out. I created the song, I did everything, and something in me said, you gotta wait with that. That's special. Wait. And so I did. 2011 I created it. And in 2014 I finally had better recording standards. And I said to myself, I think now is the time where I record. And I did this still during my operations, during my surgeries of the accident that I had. I was doing this, I was recording. The first time after 3 years, my voice was so weak. Everything was like sounding, oh my God, no. And I had to take a lot of process. I had to take a lot of recordings until I reached the point where I said, now it's sounding good. And I recorded. I did so many takes, 40 takes, 50 takes. I was recording everything on my own. And I worked on it until it was perfect for me. Over the years I said to myself, I'm gonna buy a camera, a film camera, especially for filming, because I want to also do a music video for it. And I did. I went out into cities, onto places, and I was recording. I shot pictures perfectly. Nice, crazy, super. I did this. I went for it. And then I said to myself, I want to make it really special. And you know what I did? Even with my body, who was weak and everything, because of the situation, I took my strength, I took my power, and I said I want to go to London. I want to shoot there. And so I did. So I went to London the first time, and it was really hard for me, you know, to shoot that and everything. I went there with my parents, with my grandma and everything, you know, and I shot that, and there were great pictures and everything. And then I came back, and I created a song, I created a music video, and then I said to myself, now is the point. This is why I waited. This is why I waited. This is why I waited all those years. And this is why I didn't bring it out in 2011. Now I will do something that will get me out to you. And now I said to myself, I gotta reach you. And I started to make plans. The first thing I said to myself, I would contact your agency, your agents and everything, and I could pass that present. I was doing this with a CD, with everything. And I said to myself, I'll make it over the agency. And another thing I was thinking about was to send this over to you over Twitter. But I had an idea. So I made like 50 email addresses. And I made 50 Twitter accounts. So I said to myself, I'm gonna send a link to you with that present that I did for you. You could see it. That's the way you can see it. And so I did my thing. I was doing those things. I was making those things. First I said to myself, I'm gonna send it over my Twitter account to reach you. I did. And you know what? There was a time in my life in 2014, I didn't know where to go. With my surgeries and the accident, and I had no life goal. But then in that moment, you know, you came into my mind and I said, yes, I can do something. I can make my dream come true that I had in 2005, and I can reach you. And you can't imagine what kind of energy that gave to me. That kept me alive. And I was doing this, making those Twitter accounts, searching for addresses. P.O. box, everything. And you know what I also did? I was talking to the stars, I was talking to the universe, I was talking to God to give me energy, to help me to reach you. You can't expect what kind of energy that gave me. Just to think about, I'm gonna reach out for Emma, but for the human, not for the superstar. The superstar is just a word. It's something that the media and the industry gives you. I wanted to reach out for you for a certain reason, and making that, Twitter accounts, email addresses, contacting your agency, everything, it was something that gave me like, okay, now I can do something. I can reach her. I gave them the present. I said what I did. I flew there. Another time, I was getting in contact with people, and someone gave me, let me say it like that. Let me say, I found out about your address in Islington, and I thought maybe you would live there. And I, flew another time to London. I flew there with my present. I just wanted to give you what I did for you. I wanted to show you that there are people out there, there's a person out there who's doing something for you, even if they don't know you, but just to get to know you. I flew another time to London, and I was finding out about your address. I was ringing there. I actually just wanted to, put it in your briefcase, but you didn't live there anymore. You moved out, a year ago, before I went there. And before that, I also did the things with the Twitter accounts. I was sending those links to you. Surely you could think like, oh, that's spam and everything, but that's not stupid. That's very smart to do those Twitter accounts. I didn't send it from one account. I did send it from many accounts, so it would look like, that people would send it to you. But this is a nice idea. It's an intelligent idea. How can I reach you? You got so many people that want to reach you, but for me, I wanted to reach out for you as a person. And so I did those things, and I thought about those things. I went to your agency another time. I was talking to them. There was this one lady, very unfriendly, who didn't want to help me and stuff like that. Really bad lady. Yeah, you're bad. That was not friendly. It was not the British way you do it. No. Not a nice way to do. I was talking to Luke. You know who he is? He answered me, but then the second time I was writing why I did this and everything, he didn't answer me. I flew to London 3 times. I was sending those things to you over those Twitter accounts. I contacted your agency. I did this 1.5 years. 1.5 years I did this. For 1.5 years I did this. And after all I've been through, and after everything I did, they still don't even get me that chance. I don't even get this. I worked my ass off. Years. I was trying to contact you back in the days in 2005. I flew to London 3 times. I contacted your agency, your publicists, everything. Everybody. Just to show you, look what I did for you. So that you can be like, hey, nice that someone is doing something like that for me. That you can be happy. That I maybe get to know you. See, with my knowledge that I got over the years, when I became the WorldLifeChanger, I said to myself, if I can work with people who also got their experiences, if I can help you and you can help me, we could create something. We could create something that could help the world. That was my thought I could help you. You could help me. Together we could help that world. That was my thought. And I was thinking about you, Emma Watson, the person. When you go to Brown, when you are at home, when you're doing your stuff, you are a human. There's no difference. Your job and your profession doesn't make you another person when it comes to the humanity. You are human. You need humanly things, as we all need to, as we all need. I thought I could help you. I thought you could help me. You know, Emma, I know how it must be for you to. You were raised up in that industry. You never knew how it is to live a normal life. You know how it is if you are entering a room and everybody's looking at you. And you know how it is if you would be a normal person, you know, you could do your stuff. And so this is how the price that you pay some sort of for being in public and for being a superstar. You know, that's what the industry and the media calls you and your colleagues. Because of course, if you can do something, how would it be to say, yeah, okay, sure, that's a normal person? Of course they say, oh, superstar, megastar, because they want to put you on another level to show that you are different. But you are human, and you need humanly things. And you know how it is if you can't trust people, because you never know if they love you the way you are, or if they just want to be with you because of the status that you got. And being like that, you know, you were so young when you were entering this whole industry and everything. Just be sure you lay focus on your humanity, and you surround yourself with people who love you the way you are, and just make sure you use the stuff that you got to do something good, like you do it with the gender equality. Just don't hate them. Just don't hate the men for it. You know, not all the men are bad. You know that. And make good things. And be sure that you don't need that whole being a star and everything. That's something that humans created. It's a word. It's a whole farce. Everything. You know who you are. You should know who you are. And it's about humanity, healthiness, love that we give. And all these things. This is what has value. All that other stuff, no. Lay focus on that. Be a good person. And use your energy and your position to do something good. Alright? Vieles zu geben.